All right. Hello, my name is Elizabeth Kearns. I'm the Director of Housing and Food Services, and I'm here to talk to you guys today about Lionsgate, which is our student apartment facility here at Penn State Abington. So the first thing that we want to review with you is the fact that Lionsgate is located at 1001 Old York Road. It's about 1.5 miles away from campus. It is a reasonable walking distance on a nice day. It is also something that we provide is our shuttle service, so students can hop on the shuttle. It runs throughout the day from starting at 7:30 in the morning until at the end of evening classes during the week. So students have those options to get to and from campus. So a couple things that we wanted to review with everyone today is to talk about what the building amenities offer for you. So the first thing is that Lionsgate is a residential experience. And what that means is our students not only live in a community, but they have resident assistants, RAs is what we refer to them as, and there are also professional staff members that live in the building and are there to care for our students. So in addition to our residential experience, I have a number of amenities listed up here, such as we provide mail service for our students. They can come in and pick up mail. We have package pickup for them. We provide a level of security in the building. The building is locked 24 hours a day. There are front desk student workers that the guests can speak with. Students have double card swipes, so they have to use their Penn State ID card at 2 different points of entry to get into the building. And then they also have keys for their student bedrooms and their apartments. So there's a number of features that we have there. In addition to that, everybody has to do laundry. So we have a laundry facility on each one of the 5 floors of the building. Students can use Lion Cash, which is something I'll talk about a little bit later, for them to do their laundry. There are study spaces and common spaces in the building, which is really important for people to keep in mind because they are here to study. So we have lots of spaces for students to focus on studying. We provide a maintenance service for our students so they can fill something out and we can come out and take care of anything from a leaky faucet to, whatever may be wrong in their apartment, we can address that. We have multi-purpose space and TV space, so places for them to have some fun and hang out together. They can sign out games. We have different systems that they can sign out. Of course, we have vending machines. So students have to be able to grab snacks in the middle of the evening. And then we also have a community kitchen. So students can work together, live together, and cook together in our space, in addition to the kitchens that they have in their own apartments. All right, so a couple of things about Lionsgate overall. The building holds 400 students. So it is first come, first serve as students sign housing contracts. The building is co-ed, so we do have a mixed gender building, but we do assign by gender in each apartment. Housing is offered over our break period. So we do have students that live in the building over fall break, winter break, and spring break. We just ask students to sign up if they're gonna stay in our facility over break so that we can make sure their cards work. I wanted to provide a little information about the staffing that we have at Lionsgate. So we have the 2 residence life coordinators that I mentioned earlier and the 10 RAs. So if your student is interested in being an RA, we can always assist with providing that information. They need to be a second semester freshman to take a class, and then they can apply to be an RA during their sophomore year. All of the residence life coordinators are master's degree holding professional staff members that live in the building. And then from housing, which is what I specifically oversee, I have 1 housing manager, I have a housekeeper, and I have a maintenance person that work in the building throughout the week. So we have a lot of staff available to support your student living in the space. Couple things about the specific apartment. It's a full-size kitchen, so students have to cook for themselves. So great time to start making sure that they feel comfortable in the kitchen. There's a furnished living room, as you can see from the photo here in the PowerPoint. There's a couch, there's some extra furniture in there. And then the students do have access to the Penn State Wi-Fi throughout the whole building. And then in each one of the bedrooms, students do share a bedroom with another person, and we do provide the extra long twin bed, wardrobe, and dressers. So those, you don't have to bring furniture for the students' rooms. ADA assignments are available upon request. So if you have a student who's looking for a special accommodation or looking for a single room, they do have to go through a documentation process. And if you have any questions about that, we can certainly help you out. The majority of the building's apartments have 4 people assigned to them. So 2 students per bedroom, and there's 2 bedrooms in each one of the apartments. I have here a layout of the standard apartment. There are 98 apartments in the building, and this is the 4-person apartment. There's 64 of these, so we do see the majority of the students going into an apartment style like this, where 2 students share a bedroom. There's 2 bedrooms. There's a living room, a kitchen, and then we have a quad style bathroom where there's a toilet, closet, a shower closet, and 2 sink areas for our students. This slide right here is for our 6-person apartment. So there's 3 bedrooms, 2 students for each of the bedrooms. The only change with this is that there's an additional bathroom available in this apartment. So everything else looks the same per the 4-person or the 6-person apartment. So this is the information that we have right now about the costs associated with Lionsgate. It is $4,440 per semester. So this is a semester cost. This is not the annual cost. Students that sign up to live at Lionsgate do pay a $100 non-refundable housing fee. That $100 is applied towards the total $4,440 for the semester. We do fill the building on a first-come, first-served basis. And after the building is at capacity, a wait list does open up and students are directed to that through the admissions process. So those of you that have accepted your offer of admission already, you probably already recognize these screens. For those of you that are still looking to make some decisions, this is just good information for you as you familiarize yourself with the process. As part of your admissions acceptance, you can sign a housing contract. So as you can see here, if you are interested in housing, you would just click on the yes, I'm interested in housing. And the next page actually takes you to signing your housing contract. So if you've done this and this page looks familiar to you, yay, you have a housing contract and you're living with us at Lionsgate. For those of you that haven't made a decision yet, this is just helpful information for you so that you can see what to look for. Please don't pay attention to the dates that are on here. This is a screenshot from a previous year, but the information is still the same. So for those of you that have made a decision and you're planning on coming to Penn State Abington, you're living with us, what's next for you? So the first thing is you're going to receive an email. If you've already accepted your contract, you should have this email confirming that you signed in a housing contract. So you're all set there. If you're not sure, you can log into our website, which is eliving.psu.edu. It's listed right here on the slide. And you can go check out any information about your housing contract. A lot of students want to know about how their roommate is assigned. How do we do that? How do they get that information? So Penn State assigns roommates at random. We find that doing a survey and things of that nature, students don't always answer those questions honestly. So we assign it at random. However, we do recognize that some students do want to live together. So we do have preference information that students can fill out if they already know who they want to have as a roommate. And one of the tools that we give to all of our students that live in our building is we do a roommate agreement. So our resident assistants lead a roommate agreement with each apartment to help the students think through what are the acceptable standards for that apartment, what are guest policies, how many people can come over, what nights come over, what nights do you guys want to study, who's going to buy the groceries, who's buying the cleaning supplies, you know, all those sorts of things. So we really set up the system where our students can talk together and support each other to figure out how they're going to live in community together in their space. So if you know who you want to have as a roommate, this information that I have over the next 2 slides will show you how you can update your preference information to add a roommate, to add someone maybe that you've met online, someone that you meet at an orientation that you might have met here for a visit when you've come to see the campus before. You can add this information in to update your preferences. So you can always refer back to these slides as you're going through and adding this information. You have until May 15th to update your preferences. So after you've updated your preferences, you're all set with your housing contract, what's next? So you probably want to find out who's all in your apartment, how's that assignment process going. That will be available for you after July 13th of 2020, so coming up this summer. And then after that, students can actually make changes in our housing contract management system, eLiving, until August 1st. So maybe you meet someone that you want to add as a roommate and you didn't know that at May 15th, you can make those changes later on. And you can always give our office a call and we're happy to help you with that process as well. So for families, as you're starting to think about what does fall arrival look like, what to pack, what not to pack, you know, what do students need as they're preparing to live on campus, our website, which is arrival.psu.edu, is a great resource. Please keep in mind that we're still updating it, so it is a work in progress as we're preparing for fall arrival, but there's still a lot of wonderful resources on here about what to bring and what not to bring, even though not all the information is completely up to date. And then the big day for all of us is we are planning for Thursday, August 20th, 2020. That is our first year arrival day at Lionsgate. So I always get a lot of questions from families about what are their students' options in relation to a meal plan. So Lionsgate does have a full-size kitchen available for our students, so they're not required to participate in a meal plan, but we do have two options here at Penn State Abington that I want to make you aware of. The first one is our commuter meal plan, and as you can see from the slide, we have 3 different levels for students to choose from. The benefit of the commuter meal plan is that you can bill any of these amounts, the $250, the $500, or the $1,000 to the student's Bursar account. So if you're not interested in coming up with $250 upfront to pay for this, you can have it loaded on their Penn State Bursar account, and you can sign up for that through our website that I have listed here. The one thing to keep in mind is that you need to have any money from fall rolls over to spring, so you want to make sure that you have a meal plan for the spring semester if you haven't used all of the funds up from the fall semester. Students that live at Lionsgate do have a full-size apartment, so you need to talk with your student about what they want to do and what their plans are for taking care of themselves. The other piece of information I have here is that our food services here at Abington are provided by Mets, and so I've provided the link to their website so you can go check out their menus and see what they have available, because some students maybe just want to grab lunch over here, but they plan for breakfast and dinner in their apartments. Another feature that I want to review is Lion Cash. So Lion Cash is something that if the student loads any money on, it doesn't expire for the entire time that they're enrolled at Penn State. It has flexible deposit amounts, so you can put $5 on it, you can put $500 on it. It doesn't matter. It's all up to your discretion. It does offer a 10% discount in the food service operation. The bookstore also accepts Lion Cash, so if you're looking for a way to give your students some funds to purchase the books without having to carry around a checkbook or a credit card, this is a great option. We do use Lion Cash for students that do their laundry at Lionsgate. And as I already said, there is no expiration for a student to use their Lion Cash while they're attending Penn State. And I have listed here a website that's a great resource for you as you're looking to make your decision. If you want to deposit funds on your student's account, do you do Lion Cash, the meal plan? Lots of things to decide as you're making your plans for the fall semester. All right, well, thank you so much for your time today. It's been great to share with you what we do in our housing operation here at Penn State Abington. I have my contact information listed here, so please feel free to give us a call. I know that there's a lot of questions as you're making your decisions about what you want to do for housing. So we have our housing email, our office phone number, and then of course all of our website information. There's a lot of great information on our Abington Campus Living webpage, so please feel free to check that out and shoot us an email or give us a call if you have any questions. Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.